What's up guys, Steven here, and greetings from the ZTE booth here on the CES 2016. So here we have a quick hands-on on the ZTE Axon MAX. Now you know I had a look at the Axon Elite on the IFA, and it's actually a pretty beautiful smartphone, but here we have the Axon MAX. Unfortunately you can't buy it right now here in Europe, so actually it just sells in China, and also the LTE band B20 is missing. So if you're looking to purchase a smartphone, if you're interested in the smartphone, I have to disappoint you a little bit if you're located in Europe, because B20 is not in there, and also not really sure where you can buy it, but we'll put a link down below in the description if you're interested. So what's special about the smartphone? Now it runs the Snapdragon 617 processor, octa-core CPU, that's pretty powerful, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigabytes of ROM, and also supports microSD cards up to 128 gigabytes. Supports 4G+, so a lot of frequency bands, but as I've said before, B20 is missing. It runs Android 5.0 or Android 5.1 actually, with the Mi Favor UI, so this looks a little bit different. It's some customized UI here on ZTE smartphones. The dimensions, it just says it's something in inches, not really sure, but it's extremely thin. It says here 0.29 inches, and the thickness, I guess it's 7 millimeters, something like that. Probably a bit more because it's just curved here and looks a little bit thinner here on the outer borders, but still very nice quality. So why is it called the Max? Because it's really huge. It's a 6-inch smartphone coming with a super AMOLED screen, full HD resolution, 467 pixels per inch. Looks absolutely great, so looks almost like a 2K screen or some beautiful screen in my Galaxy S6 Edge. Very beautiful colors, also thin bezels as you can see. The only thing which I don't like so much is that there are no capacitive touch buttons. We just have the software touch buttons, but well, I'm pretty okay with that. At the top here we have a front-facing camera. It's a 13 megapixel front-facing camera. Also, it shoots with a 2.2 aperture, and I'm not really sure if it's interpolated or not, but they claim to have a real 13 megapixel sensor inside, which is super awesome. We also have the light and proximity sensor, the earpiece, and this should be a notification LED, which is multicolor. Okay, now let's turn it around. So here you can see the backside. Gold version, a bit curved. Fake leather here on the bottom and top, so just like with the Axon Elite. Difference to the Axon Elite, probably that there are no dual cameras in the backside. Here we have the speaker, ZTE logo. Here we have the fingerprint scanner, but it also supports eye unlock and all that crap, which you can find on the Axon Elite. We have here a dual LED flash, but it's a round one, looks kind of strange. And here we have the rear camera. So well, it has USB Type-C, which is a pretty cool thing. So you can see the connector, but I can't pull it off, otherwise the alarm will go on. On the right side, we have all the buttons. We have the power button, we have the volume rocker, feels absolutely stiff. On the other side, to the opposing side here, we have the SIM card tray, and it supports dual SIM, and also you can put in microSD cards up to 128 gigs, as I've mentioned before. 3.5mm headphone jack here at the top, and we have here the top microphone all along with a bottom microphone for doing calls. So a really huge smartphone, and yeah, it has all the features you need, GPS, Bluetooth, but it does not come with NFC. So let's have a quick look at the UI, just a very quick look. As you can see, customized, no app drawer, different icon pack. So this is what it's called, the Mi Favor 3.5 UI. We can have a quick look at the settings just to check out the features, what it can do. We have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, dual SIM, we have 4G for sure, Wi-Fi hotspot. But well, there is no NFC, and there is also no, there's no wireless charging, there is no hot knot, so all those things are missing here. We have karaoke, we have iVerify, so to unlock your phone. We have a fingerprint scanner in here, voice detection, so to unlock it or something like that. Gesture and motions, we have Mi Pop. Well, actually, I haven't owned a ZTE phone before. I actually have, but a very old one, and I'm not so familiar with the features here. But let's have a look at storage quickly. 32 gigs, absolutely real, looks pretty cool. We can have a look here at apps running in the background to see what the resources of the Mi Favor UI are actually doing, and 50%, 55% memory consumption, so actually it uses a lot. Then let's go back here all the way. We have different languages, so for sure it's multi-language, but just keep in mind that, no, this one here is actually only English and Chinese, so I can't really tell you if the final version or the version you can get from China is multi-language or if there's another ROM. But yeah, the B20 band, as I've told you before, is missing. So that's regarding the settings in here, so what features you can expect. Just a very quick look before we end this at the cameras, because the front-facing camera should have 30 megapixels and a 2.2 aperture. And wow, it's actually quite wide angle. Oh my fucking god, I look destroyed and wasted from last night. But just check this out. Quick, very fast shutter here on the front-facing camera, and also pictures in preview look very good. So I'm really looking forward to the review of this device here. The rear camera, so what's special about it? 16 megapixels, and it has a very fast focus. So 0.1 seconds. Let's try it here, and you see how fast it focuses. If I just move here the picture away from the focusing distance, that's absolutely fast, way faster than on some other devices I've seen here in the past. So this was a quick hands-on here on the ZTE Axon MAX. Pretty cool smartphone, and now I would say let's have a closer look at their other product, which is the smaller one. Alright guys, now here's the smaller brother, the ZTE Axon Mini Premium Edition. So it runs on Snapdragon 616, it's still an octa-core processor. Also runs that strange looking Mi Favor UI based on Android Lollipop. It's smaller, it comes with a 5.2 full HD resolution Super AMOLED screen. For sure it has a higher pixel density, so we have 424 pixels per inch because smaller display but same resolution. It features a 13 megapixel rear camera, you can see it, so this is not like the dual cameras on the ZTE Axon Elite. Here we have the LED flash integrated. So the design, it actually just looks like an Axon Elite but way smaller. We have also a fingerprint scanner, it's actually very handy. We have still capacitive touch buttons. We have almost the same design here like the Axon Elite. So there is no speaker on the backside. We have the speaker actually integrated in here. Also the microphone. Top features, for instance, the notification LED and the front-facing camera. Front-facing camera on this device here is 8 megapixels. Battery is smaller, for sure, small smartphone, 2800 milliamp hours, but still the performance is quite good. 3 gigs of RAM, 30 gigabytes of ROM, and supports microSD cards up to 128 gigabytes. So well, let's also talk about the connectivity. So still there is no NFC, we just have Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth and all that. And regarding the LTE band, so so far as I can see, it says FHD LTE band B20 is in there. So you can buy this phone for Europe to get full LTE, but on the Axon MAX so far not. And yeah, this is actually the smaller companion. As you can see, it looks almost the same. Headphone jack at the top, here the power button, but we have here volume rock on the opposite side. Here on the right side we also have, no actually yeah, that at the top we have the SIM card tray, and for sure this smartphone is also dual SIM. So that was just a quick look here at the Axon Mini, and let's continue and let's have a look at the Pro edition. And there we go guys, so here's the ZTE Axon Pro. So what's different to the smartphone now? It comes with a Snapdragon 810, so you know, one of the most powerful processors here right now. It's a 2.0 octa-core processor, 4 gigabytes of RAM, so this is absolutely powerful, and you can get it with either 32 or 64 gigabytes of RAM. So here we have the black one. It features a 3000 milliamp hours battery, also combined with Qualcomm's Quick Charge 2.0, so you should be able to charge it actually pretty fast. If you have a look at the screen, then this is absolutely awesome. The pixel resolution, it's 2560 x 1440 pixels, which results in 534 pixels per inch. All along it's a 5.5 inch display and absolutely sharp. I can't really tell you anything about the battery life. It's 3000 milliamp hours and it has a very high resolution screen all along with an 810, so this is really like an atomic reactor in your pocket, but it supports at least Quick Charge 2.0, so they said you can charge it pretty fast. Now we have capacitive touch buttons here at the bottom, something I really like, so this is actually why I would go with the Pro and not with the other ones, because of the capacitive touch buttons. It runs Android 5.1.1 Lollipop, and yeah, the dimensions, it's a little bit thicker than all the other devices. It's 0.37 inches, and regarding the cameras, it has dual cameras, just like the Axon Elite. I mean, just check this out, this is really beautiful. Backside here, ZTE logo, Axon. Here, dual flash, you see not in one, so actually we have two single ones. And here we have two cameras. The one with the bigger lens, it should actually be, I think, the 13 megapixel one, and the one with the smaller lens, it's the 2 megapixel one. The good thing is, if you take a picture in post-processing, you can choose the focus point. If you want to focus in the near, or if you want to focus on something which is more far away, you can do it afterwards and you don't have to redo the picture. So this is actually a very useful thing. So here you can see the Android UI. Also, this looks way better. It doesn't say anything about MIUI, so this is really stock Android 5.1.1 Lollipop. And well, as you can see, no customization. This is really how I like Android. So let's turn down the brightness a bit. Let's have a quick look at the settings, if there's something special in here. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile networks, Wi-Fi, nothing special in here. Here the storage, so the one I have here is the 32 gig model, but there's also a 64 gigabyte model, as I've told you before, which you can find on Amazon, for instance. Okay, sorry, I'm not really sure with the capacitive touch buttons. Yeah, tap and pay, blah, blah, blah. Nothing special in here. Yeah, that's basically everything we can check out here in the settings. So this was our quick hands-on here on the latest ZTE smartphones. I know nothing in-depth, but we can just quickly have a look at them, and it's very loud here. But you will find a link to the products down below in the description. You also will be able to buy it on Amazon. And I have to say, the Axon Pro looks like a fucking beast. So stay tuned for more videos and stay tuned for a review of the Axon Pro, which will come very soon on my channel. So have a nice day, guys, and see you in the next one.